She said, "Let's just be friends after 2 years together." I paused for a second, looked at her with that mix of disbelief and resignation, and said, "Perfect." It was like she expected me to panic, to beg, maybe even to cry, but I didn't. I had always been the type to confront things head-on, not flail in emotional limbo. The thing is, I wasn't heartless. I cared about her, about Claire, but I also knew exactly what she was asking for, a friendship. So I gave her what she asked for. I treated her exactly like I treat my other friends, with boundaries, with distance, with respect, but no special privileges, no unspoken exceptions. She didn't see it coming. I think she thought I'd stick around, moping, silently waiting for her to change her mind. She didn't realize that the minute she said the words, I started seeing the world in sharp focus, seeing her not as my girlfriend anymore, but as a friend, someone whose opinions I respected but whose access to my life would now have limits. And then I started dating her best friend, Madison. That was when the full reality of just friends finally hit her, and let me tell you, it was explosive, though not in the way she probably imagined. It wasn't about revenge. It was about clarity, boundaries, and living life while she was still trying to figure out hers. The breakup was sudden, even though we'd talked vaguely about small tensions for months. We'd lived together for almost a year, and I thought we were solid. We had plans for a trip to her cousin's wedding next summer, which I assumed I'd be her plus one. We joked about our own wedding someday in quiet moments when no one was watching. And then, on a random Thursday evening, she came in with that line, that soft, almost apologetic look. "We need to talk." I knew. I had that sinking feeling, the one you get when you've been around long enough to read the cues. And she said it. "I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore. I think we should transition to being friends." Transition. Like it was just another app on a phone, something you could switch with the flick of a finger. I asked her to clarify, and she went on about how we had the same friend group, shared interests, and how we make amazing friends, but not amazing partners. I sat there, stunned, trying to process 2 years of my life. 2 years of shared meals, of holding hands in public, of planning for a future that was now apparently a future she wanted without me. And then she said the thing that really cut deep, even though I knew it was coming. She already had a bag packed, and her friend Madison was picking her up in less than an hour. She had a plan, a perfect little escape route. She even said it casually, as if it wasn't monumental. "You'll be fine, right?" And I nodded. Sure, because I wasn't going to argue. I wasn't going to grovel. She left. I spent the next morning doing exactly what she asked. I treated her like a friend. I stopped picking up her calls immediately. I stopped offering spontaneous favors. I started building a clear line between her and me, and that's when the cracks started to show. The first text came at 7 a.m. "Hey, hope you slept okay. Can you drop off my laptop?" I replied, "Monday works. Front desk." She couldn't comprehend it. Saturday brunch was the next battleground. "Come on, we always do Saturday brunch." I replied, "Enjoy your meal." 2 hours later, "This is weird. Why are you being like this?" Like distant. "I'm being friendly," I said. "Exactly what you asked for." That was when I realized she had a very different definition of friendship than I did. She expected all the old comforts, all the perks of intimacy, without the responsibility of partnership. It was entitlement disguised as a casual friendship, and it got worse. She started showing up at the apartment unannounced, using my groceries, doing laundry, leaving notes like we were still cohabitating. I had to change the locks. I sent her a box with her essentials and a polite note. Boundaries matter. Petty, she called it. I called it clarity. Then game night came. Our friends were all there. I walked in solo. She arrived with some guy named Connor, loudly introducing him as if to stake a claim. Like she expected me to care, like jealousy was some natural reaction. But I didn't. Friends date people. I reminded her. I kept playing games, fully engaged with everyone else, zero attention paid to her display. Then she cornered me in the kitchen. "You don't even care that I'm here with someone else?" I smiled, shrugged. "We're friends. Friends date people." She didn't have an answer, because the truth was, she expected me to pine, to ache silently while she explored, while she tested waters. That was the role she wanted me to play. The emotional backup, the safety net, the person who would always be there while she discovered herself. And I wasn't it. I had my own life, my own boundaries, and suddenly I was free. That's when Madison stepped in. Text, "Hey, random, I've got an extra ticket to a comedy show Saturday. Interested?" And I said yes. Nothing manipulative, nothing calculated, just fun. Madison was funny, sharp, genuine. Someone who knew what she wanted, who wasn't trying to trap me into some emotional purgatory. That night, after the show, we kissed goodnight. Sweet, simple, no drama. But at 6 a.m. Sunday, Claire showed up pounding on my door. She was disheveled, eyes red, hair unwashed. "You kissed her," she accused. I opened the door, kept calm. "Yes, and you're doing this to hurt me. I'm living my life. You're the one who decided we shouldn't be together." I said friends, not that you could date my friends. She tried to push past me, and I had to block her. The entitlement, the meltdown, it was escalating. She called friends, family, even my work, spinning stories, making me the villain. People bought into it. Some didn't. It was absurd. Connor, the yoga guy, ghosted her after 2 dates. She tried to claim pregnancy. She lied about periods, about dates, about intentions. I stayed calm. Boundaries. Respect. Facts. She couldn't handle it. She called her mom, tried to make me responsible for her choices. It backfired. Every attempt at manipulation only highlighted her own instability. Meanwhile, Madison and I built something real, solid, simple, fun, drama-free. Life continued. Claire's meltdown climax with her showing up at Madison's work. Security escorted her out. She was blocked everywhere. Eventually, she moved back with her parents. Therapy mandated, work gone, social connections fractured. Madison, and I continued. We joked sometimes about the chaos that brought us together, but mostly we just enjoyed each other. It turns out dating someone who communicates clearly, who knows what they want, is refreshing. No games, no entitlement. Just honest connection. The lesson? When someone says, "Let's just be friends," after a serious relationship, believe them. Set boundaries. Treat them like a friend. Move on. Live. Because some people want the perks of a relationship without the responsibilities. They want a safety net, a warm backup plan. And if you give them what they truly ask for, a friend, they may finally see the truth. That was Claire. She wanted me to wait, pine, remain available while she explored. I didn't. I lived my life. I respected boundaries. I moved forward. And that's when reality hit her. Friendship, real friendship, is not about convenience. It's about respect. And sometimes, respecting someone's choice means being the hardest thing for them to accept, because that respect forces them to face their own mistakes.